Hello and welcome back. Now in this video we're going to be looking at why Bezos is building a 10,000 year clock. For those who don't know, Mr. Jeff Bezos nowadays is building a clock in a western mountainside in Texas. The main idea is to build a 10,000 year clock, which already cost him $25 billion from what I read. Now, he's been involved in this project since 2005 when he joined the board of directors of the Long Now Foundation. This Long Now Foundation has the goal and aim to build a clock that would only chime once in 10,000 years. I mean, this massive project has been a support donor, and he has also donated the land in Texas where the clock is being built. This clock needs a mountainside and it has been drilled into it since 2005. Bezos is long-term thinking apparently, which he believes that humanity will have a brighter future. He inspired this by the vision of another person who conceived the idea in 1995. Or probably since him and Elon Musk are currently racing towards space and Musk's goal is to get on Mars, you might be thinking that this challenge of the 10,000 year clock will be who will maintain it, who would go down that long, because I'll pop out a video, groundbreaking record I would say that was done. And apparently the building of the clock will last for 10,000 years. That's what they aim for, but this colossal monument is not an easy task. This requires careful engineering, and you can imagine when it goes down, when it looks like an old antique clock. But it will still require a lot of maintenance. It's going to be inside the mountain, and precisely the humidity will be a lot. And of course, the clock withstands elements which are found in the mountainside of temperature, humidity, and dust. This clock should be, in theory, for what they're saying, for future generations to be easily maintained. However, this complex enough to be accurate. That is the biggest question. How could you make a clock inside a mountain that's actually accurate? So if you want to visit the 10,000 year clock, for the time being, it's not open to public. As you can see in this article that's mentioning, the work on the clock still continues and no completion date has been set. This is an outstanding project which is already running, like we mentioned earlier, from 2005. So therefore, it's not open to the public. It is apparently located in Sierra Diablo, which is in the range of West Texas, about 150 miles from the nearest airport. And if you want to see this clock with religion, if you go to the Vatican or Jerusalem, apparently, you will have to do a pilgrimage. So it requires a day hike to reach its interior gears, which you have it in this picture, are going down in a down spiral. The clock will be apparently a free visit, but the number of visitors will be limited to preserve the integrity and the mystery of the clock. This clock, as you guessed it, will probably require a lot of maintenance. So critics, as you can see even in here, have already come with questions like, is it a waste of money and resources? I mean, you could spend that on solving more urgent problems of today. Some questions of wisdom, even imposing human-made artifact in a natural landscape. I mean, they went and drilled into a mountain and they're still drilling in order for them to build this ginormous clock. And even if you look at it at the long-term thinking, exactly just like the article is mentioning, some generations, or not some generations, moreover, future generations will ignore it or even don't care. I mean, how you have the clock in Prague, for example, that's out in the open. People can see it and view it. However, very few can go inside. So this 10,000 year clock is an outstanding project, and Bezos' way of making his own legacy for humanity, as it's mentioned in here. But the clock again came with controversy, since people are arguing, why would you drill in a mountain and destroy nature for you to build a clock? Bezos is losing his way of going to Mars or going to space in this race that he has going on with Elon Musk. Some may argue that yes, he's doing this so he can have something different, whereas Elon Musk, his goal and ambition is to go on Mars. So there you have it, folks. Adios.